What's the best diet for healthy weight loss? Pick up any diet book and it will claim to hold all the answers to successfully losing all the weight you want and keeping it off. Some claim the key is to eat less and exercise more, others that low fat is the only way to go, while others prescribe cutting out carbs. So what should you believe? The truth is there is no one-size-fits-all solution to permanent healthy weight loss. What works for one person may not work for you, since our bodies respond differently to different foods depending on genetics and other health factors. To find the method of weight loss that's right for you will likely take time and require patience, commitments, and some experimentation with different foods and diets. Remember, while there's no easy fix to losing weight, there are plenty of steps you can take to develop a healthier relationship with food, curb emotional triggers or overeating, and achieve a healthy weight. 4 popular weight loss strategies. First one, cut calories. Some experts believe that successfully managing your weight comes down to a simple equation. If you eat fewer calories than you burn, you lose weight. Sounds easy, right? Then why is losing weight so hard? Weight loss isn't a linear over time. When you cut calories, you may drop weight for the first few weeks, for example, and then something changes. The trick for sustained weight loss is to ditch the foods that are packed with calories but don't make you feel full, like candy, and replace them with foods that fill you up without being loaded with calories, like vegetables. So, in order to continue dropping weight each week, you need to continue cutting calories. A calorie isn't always a calorie. Eating 100 calories of high fructose corn syrup, for example, can have a different effect on your body than eating 100 calories of broccoli. The trick for sustained weight loss is to ditch the foods that are packed with calories but don't make you feel full, like candy, and replace them with foods that fill you up without being loaded with calories, like vegetables. Many of us don't always eat simply to satisfy hunger. We also turn to food for comfort or to relieve stress, which can quickly derail any weight loss plan. Second one is cut carbs. A different way of viewing weight loss identifies the problem as not one of consuming too many calories, but rather the way the body accumulates fat after consuming carbohydrates, in particular the role of the hormone insulin. When you eat a meal, carbohydrates from the food enter your bloodstream as glucose. In order to keep your blood sugar levels in check, your body always burns off this glucose before it burns off fat from a meal. If you eat a carbohydrate-rich meal, example, lots of pasta, rice, bread or French fries, or example, your body releases insulin to help with the influx of all this glucose into your blood. As well as regulating blood sugar levels, insulin does two things. It prevents your fat cells from releasing fat for the body to burn as fuel because its priority is to burn off the glucose, and it creates more fat cells for storing everything that your body can't burn off. To lose weight, the reasoning goes you need to break this cycle by reducing carbs. Most low-carb diets advocate replacing carbs with protein and fat, which could have some negative long-term effects on your health. If you do try a low-carb diet, you can reduce your risks and limit your intake of saturated and trans fat by choosing lean meat, fish and vegetarian sources of protein, low-fat dairy products, and eating plenty or leafy green and non-saturated vegetables. Third one is cut fat. It's a mainstay of many diets. If you don't want to get fat, don't eat fat. Walk down any grocery store aisle and you will be bombarded with reduced fat snacks, dairy and packaged meats. But while our low-fat options have exploded, so have obesity rates. So why haven't low-fat diets worked for more of us? Not all fat is bad. Healthy or good fats can actually help to control your weight as well as manage your moods and fight figure. Unsaturated fats found in avocados, nuts, seeds, soy milk, tofu, and fatty fish can help fill you up, while adding a little tasty olive oil to a plate of vegetables, for example, can make it easier to eat healthy food and improve the overall quality of your diet. Control emotional eating. We don't always eat simply to satisfy hunger. All too often, we turn to food when we are stressed in actionism, which can wreak and dread and pack on the palms. Do you eat when you are worried, bored, or lonely? Do you snack in front of the TV at the end of the stressful day? Recognizing your emotional eating triggers can make all the difference in your weight loss efforts if you eat where you are.